Okay guys, just got out of my house. We see a TTC bus right away, carts everywhere. This is my house over there. These are the lights at my face, and these are the people coming in and out to tease me, provoke me, stalk me, harass me. Bada bing, bada boom, you name it. So we have everything in there, from the fat guy with the white shirt, from the girl with the black pants and the huge ass. Everyone's working. Everyone's working. Everyone's working. Everyone's working. How you doing? Can I bum a smoke off you, bro? That's all you got, eh? Me too. How you doing? TTC fire starter. I'm the fire starter. Dun prodigy. TTC fire starter, guys. Okay. First smoke bombing escapade did not work. So we're gonna keep going and keep filming my surroundings, the deadly ones. See, now they took the lights off. Look, there are no lights here. So you really can't see everyone walking and pacing. It's very smart, strategic move. But unfortunately, it doesn't work. We still have someone coming towards me already right away, annoying me. So they changed all the balconies for these people over the last couple of months to create noise for me. They changed everything in those buildings over the last year to have constant construction happening in my neighborhood. So every time I leave the house, every time I get back home, I hear nothing but noise. These places got so new. There's more attention being paid to this housing project than frigging condos on Yorkville or what's that nice expensive place in the city here? What's it called? Post Road. You know, because the people that are doing this to me need to create covert ways of creating noise. So right away, look how they come out. The speed that they come out. Buses, a crew of rats to activate the machine. Remember, I'm a battery. So I activate every surrounding that I go to. Everywhere I go, this energy starts. These people have a reason to leave their houses and become and do something. It's me to attack this microchip that's in me. You know, where we go, talking loud for me to notice and look at them. So I activated this building, that building. I activated the road. Watch, wherever I go, everything gets activated. It's dead, not much is happening in it, and right away, boom, 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 all this energy comes out. Just to show you my microchip, what it draws to it wherever it goes. We're gonna keep doing that till I'm free of this prison through a portal which is a high functioning place with a big hospital, a research center downtown, a place where it cannot stay out of business for a long time. This is how we're gonna escape and prove our case. You know, keep going there every day, every day, every day. Those places were primarily designed that for me just to pass by there once in a while, then I go back home. So they can rent out those places from real people and do the charade and the ritual while I'm there. But now that gonna keep going to the same places every day, every day, every day, those places need to function. If not, they'll go out of function, out of business. If this keeps happening in those places when I go there every day for a couple of months straight, which cannot possibly happen. We both know that. So this is the goal. I keep on repeating it every time I make a video lately, and I will keep on repeating it over and over again. So over here, there's nothing annoying, nobody. So this guy comes out and stays in my face. That's how it is, and he keeps moving. Look at his arm, his hand on his belly, up and down. It goes into his pocket. Now he's gonna turn around and look at me. Then he's gonna look over there. But that's how it is. It has to be constant movement. A plane in the sky is approaching. So I'm an activation. All these cars, look at them. Listen to them. I'm an activation to every environment. You know, wherever I go in the city, this happens. Movement, action. People start walking. Cars come out, rev their engines. This is who I am. I'm a battery source of an economy activation give people a reason to come out and do something. And that's something that they're doing is they're beating on a frigging piñata, which is me, which is the microchip covered by me. That's the piñata they need to beat on everywhere I go. So if I go into their area where they are, they have to come out and beat on the piñata. And beating on the piñata is showing up in front of it, keep moving when the piñata looks at it, making noise, motion, psychological warfare. I keep on mentioning them all in my videos over and over again. And I want to keep mentioning them to you guys until we get to our goal and escape this freaking nightmarish prison. So, even over there, look. So, anyways, we're going to keep going straight, mind our own business, film the video, and not pay too much attention to the piñata hitting people. So, this ad's always in my face, get a nice smile, because they purposely pulled out my teeth a couple years ago. They fucked them up. Psychological warfare. Now renting. I can't rent anywhere, you know that. So this is condo, living center. Every place I look at, it's got these happy people in it. Couples, cars parking in front of me to block my way, putting obstacles in front of me. That's the machine. That's the whole point of making it. It's to create all these obstacles for you and show you things that annoy you. People with dirty looks, dirty faces, making noises. So I activate everything wherever I go. Activation time for everything around me. So basically you could say I bring light to life. Life was dead here with no energy, nothing was happening. As soon as I got in, they found a reason to move, to drive their cars, to get in, to eat, to pull their arm up. You know, this is pretty much what it is. You could see it in all my videos. I activate every environment I walk into. Not in a good way for me, but in a good way for them. It gives them a reason to beat on me. Beat on this piñata that's passing by through its microchip, and they can feel it, that I'm coming, I'm close by. You know what I mean? It's all in my eyes. I can look anywhere. I can go up on the CN Tower and look in a certain area that's really far away with binoculars, and I will show you that even in that area, people start to come out of their houses and things start to happen. Because it's my eyes that give the signal. I will prove it to you. I will buy binoculars, go up the CN Tower, and put the camera right through the binoculars to show you that wherever I look, things activate. You start to notice people moving, cars moving, lights going on, everything. Okay, don't take my words for it. Think I'm crazy right now, call me a nutcase. But when I prove it to you, then I prove it to you. All right? So, but it has to come at a price. You ask me to prove this to you, you have to give me something in return. At least help me come out of this. So you help me book an appointment with an ophthalmologist that you know really well, that he's not gonna lie after he gives me the test and realizes that I have microchips in my eyes. You will send me or comment on my channel, say, Sam, if you do this, if you prove to me, if you go buy a pair of binoculars, you go up the CN Tower and record when you look far away from there at an area that's not moving. As soon as you look there, within an hour, things start to move over there. People come out, cars go in there, pass by there. Then I will personally come pick you up from your house, take you to an appointment with an ophthalmologist at a known hospital for them to give you a proper test for your eyes and to prove that there's a microchip in there, and they will take it out for you. You make that deal with me, I will personally go buy a pair of binoculars at the end of this month and prove that to you. Okay, guys? I'm going to upload this video on my channel, and please comment on it. You know my email, you know my phone number. After you see this video, if you want to take this seriously, you pick up the phone, you dial 437-226-9511, or you email wissamhadad@hotmail.com, all one word, and you will tell me, this is my name, this is my phone number. Send me an email of a video proving what you just said, that you will go to the CN Tower with a pair of binoculars, if they allow you. If not, we'll go on top of a building, anything to prove to you that I can point my eyes and look at an area that's about a mile away or 2 miles away, that nothing's happening in it, and within minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, you will see that place activate. It'll be obvious that nothing was happening in it. And as soon as you started looking in that area, it started activating. People come out, moving, cars, everything. If you could prove that to me, I will personally make sure to take you to an ophthalmologist, find out, and take those microchips out of your eyes and get an MRI, because I do have them on my body too. All right, guys, deal? Don't take my words for granted. Just ask me to do this and I will do it. And I'll put the video up on my channel and I will email you a copy of that video for action to convince you, not words. Because action is not schizophrenic. Words could be fantasies, right? And that's it. Okay, the goal here is to get actual human beings to come to my YouTube channel that are not working for this opposition and actually mean what they say. So today I uploaded a video for you. You're gonna see it just before this one or right after. I found an iPhone. It's a new one. It's, I don't know, at least $800-900 on a bench inside Leslie Station on Shepherd Subway. Now, I picked it up and I went straight to the hospital where I was heading, North York General Hospital. When I walked in, I called the number on the phone, and then I received the phone call, and I told the guy that I found his phone. If he wants to pick it up, he can come to the emergency in North York General Hospital. That was around 7 p.m. I recorded for you guys with a small camera the message that I sent to this person and the message that I got back from him to prove to you about the phone what happened. So he showed up there about 20 minutes later thanking me because he had so much information on the phone. It's not even about the money anymore that he could have lost. It's his life. You guys know how phones are, obviously. Nowadays, we can't stay without them. Our lives are recorded into them. Everything we do, from payment to everything. And I asked him, and I said, you know what? I'm broke. I'm going to ask you for 20 bucks. And I didn't have any money. You guys know I'm struggling lately with the cigarettes, to get a pack of cigarettes and have a bit of money on me. The guy couldn't thank me enough. He gladly got his friend to take out 20 bucks, gave it to me. I felt pretty low to ask him for money, but I had to. I didn't have any money. And then I sent him the message, which I recorded for you guys. You're going to see it later. Pretty much what happened between me and him. I sent him a message and I told him, and then he sent me a message back confirming. I didn't expose his identity. I didn't put his phone number on there. And I didn't record what happened between me and him, because I didn't want to be an ass. And my channel is called Stop Invasion of Privacy. I do not want to invade other people's privacies behind their backs and be a hypocrite. So I did it in a way where you won't know who the guy is and what his number is. And I will put it up on my channel, not to show you guys that I'm a goody two-shoe, but is to show proof of my actions, because I really do feel behind the scenes this entity's been losing with me in its usual war. And I think they're trying to set me up, because they're sending me people to my house that I know. Some of them are leaving licenses, driver's licenses of other people that I don't know in there for me to touch it and have my fingerprints on it and then throw it out in the garbage. And then other times they're giving me checks to cash. So there's a lot of things that are working out behind the scenes here that I feel a big setup is coming. Maybe these things and these licenses will appear one day at a crime scene and I'm there in that area and it gets pinned on me. But that's how this entity works if they want to take you out. They're very sneaky, right? So now look at this, all this action, and watch this. Hello, how are you? So I say, hello, how are you? I get a dirty look. So now, we're at a point where this entity is getting really angry. They can't take me out, and I'm going to keep heading to the same place every day. They're not going to be able to cap that place forever. I'm going to be able to come out of this misery. They're not going to want to let me out. So what they're going to do is try to pin something on me as I'm getting out of it in order for me to stay in prison. Then they'll take me to a real prison, accuse me of something I haven't done. So I'm taking the necessary precautions not to fall into it. In the end, there's not much I could do. I could just take certain precautions, right? And if it's going to happen, it'll happen. But I don't think they're soup enough to make it happen now. So that's why I keep mentioning these things in my videos and I upload them. And I have to be careful. Sorry, man. I have to be careful to get a copy of all these videos and put them on a hard drive, because they could easily hack my channel just before they arrest me and make it disappear. Then I have nothing to prove, nothing to say. So I have to guard these videos in a place. You guys know what they did to my old hard drive. They sent me an assassin. An assassin is an attractive woman to come into my apartment, spend some time with me, and then after, when I'm sleeping, I open my eyes and I realize my laptop's missing, my hard drive, and my friggin' phone. And a woman that had nothing to do with this information. How would she know anything about it? And then I go out the apartment, I see her run through the staircase. I run after her, I grab her, take my things back to my apartment. Next thing you know, my cell phone's missing. I call it, it's off. Where is it? The security shows up. Apparently they searched her, they didn't. She had it hidden in her crotch. So my cell phone disappeared. I put up videos about this 2 months ago. Then I had to buy another one. You guys know the story anyways. An assassin, guys, is a word taken from the Arabic word, which is, if you say assassin, it's taken from the word hashashin. Hashashin means people that smoke hash, that do drugs. Now, the story comes from way back in the days of this rich guy living on a hill and wanted to get people to do favors for him in order to assassinate other people. So he'd bring them in, they come up, first they go into a zone where there's a big, huge table where they get something to eat, everything they want, meat, everything. And then right after that, they walk into a room that has drugs, hash, they smoke, they relax, they chill out. Then after that, they go into the swimming pool full of, naked, beautiful women, which is called the harem, right? That's why the word harim in Arabic means women. And then after that, pretty much the man is fully filled up with all the physical pleasures of life. And then he'll sit down with the guy. The guy will tell him, I need you to do a favor for me right now. If you want to experience this every day, I will offer it to you. But when I ask you to go over there and take someone out and kill them, you have to do it. So he'll get them addicted to all these physical pleasures. Then he'll turn them into assassins through getting them high too. That's why the word, see this laugh? Listen to this laugh. Now, this laugh is concentrated for you to hear it as you pass by, to sort of attack your self-esteem in what you're saying and what you're doing and what you're thinking. If you listen to that laugh, it's got demeanor armed up in it. As they throw the laugh at you, you feel some kind of demeanor or someone laughing at you as if you're a joke. But those things, they're forms of psychological warfare. Anyways, let's not jump off topic. So they called them hashashin. So then in English, they come up with the word assassin, assassins. Anyways, they sent me this girl to do that. She succeeded, but what's worse than that is when I retrieved my laptop from her and I went up on the internet. Do you guys know what she did to my YouTube channel? Your YouTube channel is attached to your account, your Google account. And every Google account has a backup email. In case shit hits the fan, you could always go to that backup email and retrieve the information. Guys, she changed my backup email. So who would this girl know about my YouTube channel and all that stuff? Now she disappeared from the neighborhood. So it's that bad. They want to get rid of this information. They do that to me. The reason why I'm mentioning these things, because if I'm going to get set up for something, you can see the sadistic way of thinking of this entity that has control over my life for so long through this microchip that's injected into the optical nerve. The NSA released records on it. You can check it out on the internet. It's millimeters. You can barely see it. It's like a pin, a dot. It's like a hair, strain. That's how thick it is. And it could be injected into the nerves at the back of your eye. And those nerves translate and transmit the information from what you see to your brain. Basically, they'll be able to hear what you say. They'll be able to see what you see. That's how sadistic this is. If you don't believe me, check it out on the internet and you'll see proof of this. Now, this technology, nanotechnology, which is very small, has been around for a very long time, 30 years. Even though they tell you, oh, guess what this scientist in the University of Japan just figured out. Now they have microchips, so small. Well, if they release this information to you, it means it's been around for 30 years. Because I was injected with this in '97. When the movie The Matrix came out, exactly the same thing was happening to me. I was being used as a battery source everywhere I went, in a fake artificial environment that waits for me to leave my house and pretty much attacks me covertly like this with noise and motion in the end. So if I didn't exist, this motor that activates the environment wherever he goes, but these people wouldn't leave their house. They won't do anything. But a normal life would carry on then under that layer. Now, when I leave my house because of the microchip, all those environments, whatever they were doing before in normal function, that normal function stopped. And what took over is this entity that is sitting there and waiting for me on pause to pass by or to get in, for it to apply this ritualistic, artistic science in order to make me feel miserable when I come in and when I leave. So I end up jumping from one establishment to another and getting the same beating as if a bunch of kids are beating a piñata. But not physically, in a, sort of a psychological way, and applying tactics that, drain your view and your sound, because of creating too much sound, too much motion. They're attacking your inner tranquility that way, through the portals of your eyes and your hearing and your mind, by psychological warfare, throwing garbage everywhere, putting posters that would affect you about what you were doing yesterday, demotivate you, sow the seeds of doubt in you about what you're doing, make you worry about the bills that you're not going to be able to pay, pay. If you're not paying the rent on time, they put, mattresses in front of you on the road as if you're going to be homeless soon, so on and so forth. If you guys watch my videos for the last 3, 4, 5 months, you will see all this stuff in them explained and seen on video wherever I go. So now that we're at this point, at this phase of the game, which they pretty much stripped me of everything almost. The only thing that's left is my ODSP check and this apartment I'm in. Once they kick me out of there and they take away my ODSP check, I won't even have money to eat. They brought me down to this level because of all these attacks over the course of a couple of years now. I had money, I'm a webmaster, I had accounts, I could build websites. They wouldn't allow me to do that. They go to all these platforms like Squarespace and for some reason cancel my account out of nowhere, accusing me of breaking one of their guidelines. And then when I email them and ask them what guideline did I break, they will send me an email and not tell me the guideline. They have no answer for me why they canceled my account, which had a couple of websites ready for a couple of clients where I could have gotten 5-6 grand out of, and was paying them a monthly fee for that account to keep it running. Didn't get my money back. Everything was canceled and I was dumped like a piece of garbage. So, besides that, the war on my bank account, it got drained, the provocations from the manager at CIBC in order to find an excuse to kick me out of there and to find an excuse to close my account because an illegal move was done to that account a couple months before that. What was the illegal move? I booked a ticket to London, England. I had $2,000. The ticket was about $1,500. That was in December 2018 or January 2019. And then I prepared my stuff. I have $500 left in my account. I'm about to leave to go to the airport. I get a message on my phone. For some reason, my ticket money was returned. And then I look at my account. I don't see the money back in there, but I see a negative balance. So the other $450 disappeared too. And it says something about a CIBC fee. So I get paralyzed that night. I stay home. I wake up the next morning. I go to the bank. The bank returns my $450 and the money from the flight was returned. So I have the same balance that I had the night before. So I asked the bank, I go, what happened? What's this fee? They couldn't explain it to me. And my ticket money was returned. So why was my ticket canceled? They made it look like the ticket was more than the money that I had available in a weird lying way, but it didn't make any sense. So what happened after that is they prevented me from flying to London that night because they didn't have it ready and set up. Every time I come back home, I see pizza delivery because I don't have any money to order food. Now, those things don't affect me much, but there's a reason why I should mention them. Dogs on leashes, everything. You guys know the whole 9 yards. But it worked in what way? They prevented me from traveling to a place that wasn't set up already. I could have been out of this misery, out of this prison. So they did an illegal move by intruding into my account. And hello, how you doing? So they did this, sort of illegal move by intruding into my account and playing around with it. All illegal, guys. And blocked me from traveling that night. I could have escaped the prison because those places were not set up and ready. It wasn't expected of me to book a ticket this fast and get out of here in the same night. Now it's too late anyways, right? It's been a long time. So, and on and on and on. Guys, I go to the food bank. Everyone that's there to stock me will get the best stuff. I get put in a certain place where I'm stocked by everybody, and then in the end I get the worst food. Then I ask, how come there's no bread for me and everybody else got bread and fruits and vegetables? They go, we ran out. They make me wait. They flash the things at my face and tell me these are not for you, we don't have them. Just complete control and abuse, even at a frigging food bank. They drove me nuts. I got kicked out of fitness clubs because they have so many locations and I could show up at a different location every day, and it will be a nightmare for them to keep on changing the people there, not letting real people to go work out over there. As you heard, the cruiser siren goes on in the background now. They wake me up in the morning, the fire trucks, the fake alarm, false alarm every day, check my videos, on and on and on, to keep creating noise for me, to sleep deprive me. What else? Guys, the list is just frigging endless. I've been getting tortured, super tortured for the last year. And I've been getting tortured for the last 22 years, but since I've woken up to this in the last year, super duper duper torture by everyone around me, neighbors, on the street, the TTC, inside the TTC stations, inside the TTC bus. Got kicked out of 5, 6 establishments for no reason, mistreated, demeaned on the road. Buses that pass by me don't pick me up. They point their car, the bus at the pothole where there's water. They splash me with it, with snow. The list is just endless, endless, endless. And I'm not saying here it is really endless. So many things to list, but you have to watch my videos to see them that I've been recording over the last while. I tell you about broken furniture in the background of every place that I pass by, garbage bin put in front of my face, cars waiting for me like that in parking lots in the middle of the night with their lights flashed in my face. It's just, I mean, this is the worst form of torture in human history. In our history as human beings, everything we've read in books, everything we've seen in movies, it doesn't even compare to the kind of torture that I've been through in the last year. Not even close. And it's been done on everybody I encounter or bump into on my trail, out in plain sight, in public. From my apartment to the elevator, to the lobby, to the bus stop, inside the bus, to the subway station, inside the mall, inside the hospital, inside the courthouse, everywhere, as if this whole country has a conspiracy on me. Just this one person, to every place that he gets to get mistreated, demeaned, teased, and brutally, brutally tortured in a way that cannot be proven as physical torture. To suck your soul right out of you without even touching you by being around you, whether it's people or cars or everything. It's just, there's so much information in it. You can possibly list it all, even if you wrote it down on a piece of paper. You know, you forget certain elements that you have to write in there the next time. I've sent a letter to the CSIS director of this country, the director of the intelligence service that we have here, to ask him what the hell's going on here. Who's doing this to me? If it's not you guys are an intelligence agency. Don't you know of this happening in plain sight in public? You have no knowledge of it. I sent a letter, I don't know, about 2 to 3 weeks ago. I have the receipt on me. I sent it with registered mail, so I don't get the excuse of the letter being lost. And I was told by the committee that investigates CSIS that once you send this, they're the ones who told me to do this. Once you send the letter, you should be expecting a result or a reply in 30 days. It's been about 20 days now. We'll see and wait what happens. And if not, then you can contact us again. So that's pretty much all I could do. I've been to enough police stations. You can't say anything to them. They do to me inside the police station what they do to me out here. The cops, they start pacing in the police station, pretending they're talking on the phone, start talking loud conversations, going in and out of doors, slamming them. The cruisers outside the station, everywhere I look, they keep on passing, slamming their brakes, putting the sirens on. It's just frigging, it's a joke. I mean, it is just... If I put a camera in the sky to point down and to show what happens around me wherever I go, you will see a whole bunch of people in cars just turning around me in circles and circles and circles to drive me crazy. Like this. But an aerial view, a camera on top showing on the bottom what's going on. You'll see a pin on the floor moving slowly and everything around him going like this wherever he goes in terms of people and cars. Like this. It's just mind-boggling. Inside the courthouses, fake courts, female cops winking at me and bending over where I could see their butt. Oh man, it's just, you name it. You name it. From judges to lawyers. It's too much to list. I'm embarrassed to even mention it on video. Carts like this in front of me everywhere I go. Dirty boxes on my trail. Garbage, feces, I don't know what else. I don't know what to say. There's a bunch of people like that wrapped up in a corner together waiting for me to pass by so they can talk. In the middle of the frigging night, it's fucking 11 o'clock now almost. It moving from far away, running, look at the running, screaming, spreading out so I could see constant movement. Listen to the screaming. At the same time, cars, lights in my face. This is my life, guys. Everywhere I go in the city, it's not just one place, it's everywhere, 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 everywhere. In front of my building, inside my building, at the store, downtown. But it's becoming a joke. If there was any law in this country, if there was any entity protecting citizens or applying the law, it doesn't exist in Toronto, guys. It's irrelevant whether it's CSIS or the cops or anybody. It does not work. And if it does, it's working in on it with them. It's this agenda on me everywhere I go that's being done covertly. Everywhere I go in the middle of the night, cars, sparks, flashing lights in my face, people pacing on the other side of the street pop out of nowhere at any time and any day. I don't know what else to say to you. I don't know what more to list. It's mind-boggling. I'm trying to hear a message every day. I'm sending enough messages to random Canadian phone numbers that are mobile. I make sure they're mobile. I send them messages, you know, about there's somebody's getting tortured in the city right now, right this second, outside in a covert way. And I show them proof, and I give them an address to my YouTube channel, my website, to see the videos. I've sent out so far about 5,000 messages to random numbers. I only send one message, and I excuse them for, you know, I apologize for, you know, the intrusion, because I'm sending someone a message that I don't know. And I'm not picking them specifically to their number or their name. It's just random to try to send out the word and raise attention, because they've been blocking my YouTube channel. There's a way to cocoon it so no people can see it when they type certain words in the search bar. And they've been doing a pretty good job. And they masquerade as if people are going to my channel by having 200 something subscribers. Well, read all the comments on my channel. Not all of them, 90% of them. They're all psychological warfare based, or talking about stupid things that 2-year-olds talk about. So a controlled opposition is taking over and masquerading on my channel exactly what's happening on the street, as if it's just something normal. And people that don't pay much attention to it, and, you know, put some sort of a put the microscope and really pay attention, they will not realize that this is happening. It will look like nothing's happening. You know, so you have to grab people out there in power, intelligent people. You have to grab their attention in order for them to really look and see if a case of super abuse that's going on in plain sight in the city of Toronto, behind good people's backs, behind law-abiding citizens' backs, behind police officers' backs, real police officers, real judges, real lawyers, real people that work in the government, you know what I mean? About a case that's, you know, an abuse case in plain sight, and torture. Torture, complete torture. It's torture of certain people that are not human beings.